All right, guys. So we know that yesterday we talked about um, how we determine slope given these different forms, um, whether that be um, standard form, slope intercept form, point slope form, a graph, or table. All right, we kind of focused on what do we do to find the slope, right? And here's our definition, here's our formula, here's our example, right, of how we do this. We're going to come back to parallel and perpendicular lines, but right now we're going to go into how do we write an equation, all right, if we're given 2 points, if we're given a point and a slope, whatever it is, how do we write an equation? So we're going to kind of be looking in this here box. Okay, we're going to be looking in this box. All right, so we're actually more so going to be looking right up in here. All right, to be clear, we're going to look more directly here. We definitely need to be reminded of slope intercept form and all those forms, but we're going to be looking here. Let's say we're given 2 points, negative 447 and 2, negative 16. All right, if we want to find or write an equation, all right, let's say we want to write it in slope intercept form, then we're going to come here to the calculator. We're going to go to stat. All right, now stat, guys, is right here underneath delete and over twice from the alpha button. Press stat, tap 1 for edit, and in L1 we're going to put our x's. All right, our x's. So negative 4 and 2. All right, our x's. And in L2 we're going to put our y's. So 47 and negative 16. All right. After we put these in, so we've put in our 2 points, right? We're asked to write an equation given 2 points. So now what we're going to do is tap stat again and then calc. We're going to go over to calc. So you tap that right arrow to get there. All right, now we're going to press 8 for linear regression. 8 for linear regression. We could, yeah. And then we're going to tap enter, enter, enter until we're calculating our results. For me, I just pressed enter and it gave it to me. You may have to press enter until you get to the word calculate, like this right here. So just keep pressing enter until you get to calculate. And then press enter again. And it's going to give you an A and a B on the calculator. Now notice the form in the calculator, it gives you A plus BX, meaning the B is the slope and the A is the y-intercept. All right, so that's what's different about this form. But that's okay, because we just noticed that the slope is negative 10.5 and the y-intercept is 5. So we would write, didn't mean to do that. All right, so what we will write as our answer, and I'm just going to find a little place here, we will write y equals negative 10.5x plus 5. That's slope-intercept form. All right, and we're going to find a couple of more examples, but let's say we have a slope and a point. All right, then how do we write an equation? Now, if we have a point and a slope, we're going to use point slope form from what we talked about yesterday. So we're going to kind of come here and use this right here. So let's say, for instance, I give you 0, 1, and -2. Point slope form says y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So that'll be y minus 1 equals -2 times x minus 0. All right, distribute. And we have y minus 1 equals -2x. -2 times 0 is just 0, so we don't even really need to write it. But there it is if you need it. And now we add 1. And we have y is equal to -2x plus 1 as our answer. So this is how we write an equation if we have a point and a slope. Now we're going to work on some practice problems.